2 minutes left. Something's not right here. What is it?
It may be a simulation, but without real-world conditions, it would have no merit.
If this simulation is meant to give us real-world conditions, then an attack could happen at any time. The 6-minute countdown might be some arbitrary time limit they came up with to throw us off. This isn't an interview. We're being tested like a bunch of lab rats.
Come on, is that all you got?
3 gunmen, 6 swordsmen, and another 2 with swords upstairs.
I've gotta say, you guys did a good job of sneaking up on us, but your fighting skills are weak. I don't even have to use my Nen to take you down! Interesting. So that's what's going on here.
Call them off. I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2...
Okay, just take it easy.
So it was Nen. I could tell when I punched one of them. They were actually masses of aura shaped into human form. But what I didn't know was who was controlling them.
So how could you tell?
You hit it well by keeping close to the others. But from above, it was obvious. You were the only one not getting attacked. When those 2 upstairs attacked me, I knew something wasn't right. Even after I jumped out of their reach onto the chandelier, they kept swinging their swords, as if I was still next to them. They were probably given an order to attack anyone who was close by. It was obvious they could only respond to simple commands. And not only that, their fighting style was quite basic. But still, it would take a significant amount of Nen to control 11 masses of aura the size of a man, even from a close distance. All of which leads me to believe that you're most likely an emitter. The amount of aura required to do that would limit the effective range to around 20 feet or so. That's how I concluded that it would have to be someone in this room.
Heh, you're correct. My name is Shachmono Tochino. In addition to being a hunter, I also work here at the mansion. Just remember that I'm senior to all of you. Now if you wouldn't mind, please put that thing away. I hope you won't take it personally. I was only acting under orders. I was told to test you with real threats. I never expected to be found out so quickly. With the amount of talent I've just witnessed, you 4 should be able to escape without too much trouble. So go for it.
Is he saying there's another one?
You meant to make us second-guess ourselves, but it didn't work. I'll find out whether there are other infiltrators. It's you. You're the other infiltrator in this room.
Come on! So what if your chain jiggled a bit? How does that prove I'm an infiltrator?
It's a technique called dowsing.
Ha! I've never heard of it. And besides, that doesn't prove anything.
The chain is probably accurate. Your heart was already pounding heavily before Kurapika singled you out. If you really felt you had nothing to hide, it would have built up to that level of intensity gradually. But that's not what happened, and you know it, don't you? It was exactly the opposite. It beat loudest at first, and then slowly evened out. And that's the typical melody of a liar's heart. There's no reason to believe that you were lying to us earlier. The melody of your heartbeat was calm and consistent.
Well, there you have it. 2 accusations have been made against you, and that's all I need.
Wait a second! Let's not jump to conclusions here. How can we be sure there are only 2 infiltrators? What if there are 3? It wouldn't be that difficult for a Nen user to make a chain move when he wants to, and who knows if she heard my heartbeat or not? Maybe you 2 are the infiltrators, trying to get us to turn on each other.
Well, I'm not sure if they're the infiltrators or not. But when we arrived here, they already seemed to know each other.
Very interesting. Looks like the tables have turned. What do you have to say about that?
We did share the same compartment on the train here. Which, if you think about the fact that we were both coming for the same interview, it really isn't all that much of a coincidence. Besides, if we really were infiltrators, do you think we would have been so careless as to mention that we'd met before? But unfortunately, I have to admit your suspicion is warranted, and I can't think of any way that we can prove our innocence to you.
Guess it's up to me then. I'll put an end to this. My hand makes a punch, and whatever I hit will burst in flames a bunch. The Wandering Haiku Poet! Aw man, pathetic! Hardly any flames! This poem was no good. It's called a haiku. It's a form of poetry in my native country. Whatever I compose becomes real. End of story. Now for the one that counts. If you are a liar, your painful death will be swift. In a trial by fire. In other words, all liars will burn in hell. Now, are you an infiltrator?
I'm not.
I'm not either.
I'm not.
Are you an infiltrator?
I am.
Okay, that leaves you. Think of the consequences before you answer. Are you an infiltrator? Answer me!
All right then. My answer's yes. You got me. So I'm gonna let you in on a little something. My name's Squala, and even though I don't actually have a license, I am a manipulator. And I've already given out my orders.
To who? What are you talking about?
If I told you that, it wouldn't be much of a test, would it? I'm a professional. You couldn't even beat it out of me. Huh?
Instant lover. I also happen to be a manipulator, and I have the Nen ability to turn anyone I kiss into my personal love slave for 180 minutes. Come on, don't you want to say something?
Oh yes, please, walk all over me.
Look at you. If your parents could only see you now. Maybe we should capture this moment on video to show them later. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm getting this all on video. Come on! Open up your legs wider. Now tell me how you used your Nen. If you don't tell me, I'm going to stop.
No, don't stop. I'll tell you anything. All I am is a lowly dog handler.
That's some
I've
power
always
she's
lived with
got.
dogs since I was a
It
little
certainly
kid.
is.
So attached to those dogs
I'm
that
glad I
predicted
didn't
to
let
do
her kiss
whatever
me.
I asked them to. There are dogs under my control all over this property. One of them is a cute puppy who will come up to you and then clamp its jaws on you. And there's a Doberman and a pit bull who team up when they attack. But I'll cancel those Nen orders right away. After all, I'm your humble servant. Hey, I've got a great idea. Why don't you treat me like a dog?
Hey, over here! That's it! Right here! Right here!
Can't beat same-day delivery.
Thank you! Thank you so
I hope you don't mind,
much!
Gone, but I put that on your account.
So this is a Joy Station.
It's 3 generations old and still on the market. I guess it's probably because some games can only be played on this console.
Oh.
Right here is where you're supposed to insert the game disc. But we don't have one to put in, so insert the memory card here and push the power button. At least it can show us what's on the card. And we'll finally be able to see what games were saved on it.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. What kind of cool stuff is on here? Huh? There's only one game saved on this thing.
Just one?
But it's using up all the memory. It's taking up all 30 slots. That's a lot of memory. This probably won't work, but I'm gonna try to make a copy of it.
Copying Greed Island. So that must mean the game's called Greed Island. Heard of it?
But now that we know what it's called, all we have to do is go online and order from a game website. That's one copy of Greed Island, and we're gonna want same-day delivery, of course.
One moment, please. No items match your request.
No stores are selling the game? That's impossible. Maybe it's because of the same-day delivery. Well, this time I'll just do a search for everyone that carries it.
No items match your request.
Really?
What's going on?
It's weird. None of the online stores have it in stock anymore. I guess it's sold out. Or it could be that this game was never even on the market.
What do you mean by that?
Who knows? It might have been designed for private use. Maybe it was never available to the public, or its sale was banned for some reason.
Then it must be really important. Something tells me that this game might have clues that will help me find Jing.
This is starting to get interesting. I'm gonna search the Game Almanac. They have a database of every video game that's ever been made. There! Hey, look, it says here that Greed Island actually was out on the market.
Exclusively for hunters.
It's a hunter's game? Look at the price! 5.8 billion? That's insane! And only 100 units were ever sold? How is that a release?
That's not very many?
Not very many? That's almost nothing! That's why we couldn't find a copy. It sold out a long time ago.
Maybe the company that made it still has some left in stock, like ones that didn't work and were returned or something.
Yeah, it's probably worth a try, but I wouldn't hold my breath.
Greed Island? One moment while I check. I'm sorry, that game has been discontinued, and there are no plans to put it back into production. Unfortunately, it was created by a third-party developer that has since gone out of business.
This sucks. There isn't a used copy for sale anywhere.
What we need to do is find someone who owns it.
Yeah, I guess that's the only way. Maybe we could try posting an ad on an auction site, and then just wait and see if there's anyone who's willing to sell us their copy.
Yeah, but how are we going to pay for it?
The prize money we got from Heaven's Arena is over 800 million.
5 billion short.
I'm not too sure about that. Since we'd be buying it online, it would all depend on who we're dealing with. Some people try to get way more than the original retail price. You never know. It might be going for twice that much.
That'd be 10 billion? Well, we might as well give it a shot. What have we got to lose?
All right. But I'd be surprised if our posting got any replies. Wanted, the game Greed Island. Name your price. There. We've already got 10,000 hits.
What's going on? I thought they only made 100 copies of it.
That's right, which means that most, if not all of these people are trying to scam us. And with that much money at stake, you can't blame them for trying.
I guess we have to try and see if any of them are selling one that's real.
Forget it. Even just to respond to 10,000 postings is gonna take us forever. And there's no way to verify that they have an authentic copy of the game. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
We have to do something. Gotta think. Huh? What's up?
I think I know someone who might have a copy of Greed Island.
Huh? You do? Really? Who?
I don't really want to call him, but I guess we don't have much choice. Hey, Goto, it's me, Kilua. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. So listen, think you could get Piggy for me? You're lying. I know he hasn't left the house in years. Tell him if he doesn't get on the phone in 10 seconds, I'll smash all his figurines.
What do you want? I'm busy, you know. I'm warning you. Lay one figure on my figurines and I'll kill you.
I was only kidding, you know. Don't get so mad, you're scaring me. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something.
Greed Island, huh? Yeah, I've heard of it. But I never knew you were into vintage video games.
Do you have it?
No, I don't. But I've always wanted it. I was only 5 when it first came out. I couldn't afford it. They only made 100 copies, and apparently there were over 20,000 pre-orders at the time, on top of which it cost 5.8 billion Jenny, payable only in cash. I did everything I could to get one for myself, but there wasn't a single person who was selling it. It's a legendary game in many ways.
But you can forget it. Even I had to chalk it up as a lost cause.
That doesn't really surprise me. You're always the first to surrender.
That was a long time ago. In fact, I got some new leads. But considering the cost and the time and effort involved in getting it, I'm not sure it's even worth it anymore.
Really? Then why don't you give me your leads? I'll look into it.
It's gonna cost you.
What if I give you a memory card of Greed Island for your information? I got one recently through a friend of mine. That is, if you're interested.
With your skills, I bet you could analyze the data and then reverse engineer the game itself.
Seriously? You're not lying to me, are you?
I'm not so stupid that I'd lie when I'm making a deal.
Okay, listen, I've got 2 leads here.
Hold on, a cell phone's too risky.
Don't worry, even if someone is listening in, there's nothing they can do about it. The first lead is the Hunter's website.
It's top of the line in info, content, and reliability.
Lots of precious loot you'd never find on any other website moves through there on a regular basis. That's probably your best bet. But to access it, you need a Hunter's license and the URL.
I'll give you the URL once you send me the memory card.
All right, it's a deal. And what's the other lead?
Have you ever heard of the York New Auction?
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that as many as several dozen Greed Island discs will be up for auction this year. Apparently, a collector's been buying up all available copies for years.
But it's just a rumor, so who knows if it's true.
All right, I got it. I'll go ahead and send you the card the usual way. Sorry, I promised him the memory card, but I couldn't think of any other way to get him to talk.
Yeah, that's okay.
At least now we've got 2 solid leads that we can follow. And the first one is a website that's exclusively for hunters.
All right! We can use my license!
No way! We can't log on from here! Do you know what'll happen if you use your home computer and your IP address gets out there? Thieves looking for a hunter license will zero in on this island. Is that what you want?
No.
For stuff like this, you should always use public computers, like at a cafe or the library. Either way, we won't be able to get onto the website until my brother sends us the URL.
Oh, what's the other lead?
The other lead is the auction at York New City.
What?
Well, my brother did say it was only a rumor, but apparently someone's planning to auction off several Greed Island discs this year.
Really?
He said one collector has been hoarding all available copies for years.
Then that collector just might be Jane.
Maybe. Who knows? Anything's possible. But one thing's for sure. If we're gonna bid on Greed Island, we'll need a lot more money.
Jane Freaks and the York New City auction. That's it. Kilua!
Yeah, we have to go, don't we?
To York New City!
Following that,
Greed Island disappeared from the market. It is now only a topic of various rumors flying about the net, which have added to its mystique. In 1988, a reward was offered by a Mr. Batera, 17 billion Jenny for the game itself, and 50 billion for a memory card with endgame data. Nobody has stepped forward, a fact that has spawned further urban legends. This reward still remains in effect.
This is good. I'll bring this legend to an end myself.
We're finally off to York New City. But before we go, there's something we have to do. Next time on Hunter x Hunter. Kilua, Big Fortune, Hunter's Tavern. Okay, time to log in.